Alrighty, welcome everyone. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Break out the 07s because it's time to go live on the Twitch. That's weird. I had Twitch up in Chrome and Chrome crashed as soon as I loaded up Twitch. But either way, welcome. Hello, I'm live on Twitch and on YouTube at /Captain Richard, and hopefully we'll have some nice xenomorphic fun for today. Hello, Jay Grind. Thank you again, Jay Grind, for all the help. Thank you, Pants, as well. Yeah, it's I'm still catching up on all things September. So I started sending out some, the stream goodies and prizes and things. That's gonna take me a while. It's gonna be a busy. Although hopefully October would be a little less crazy, but it's probably gonna at least for the first couple of weeks. I got stuff I gotta do, and then also TwitchCon. I was about to say Twitch drops. TwitchCon is coming up. I'll be doing that. Let's see here. Yeah, literally 2 weeks from today, I'm gonna be heading out to TwitchCon 2025, which is their 10th anniversary. This will be my 10th year attending TwitchCon, except for the 1 year that they didn't do it because of COVID. So yeah, which is kind of breaks the streak there. But I can still say that, yeah, basically done all 10 years of TwitchCon. They had GlitchCon instead, which was like an online-only version of TwitchCon, and I still have the shirt, the commemorative shirt. September was a great success. It was a great success. It was. I was getting a little nervous there because, yeah, stream PC was having issues. Gaming PC was having issues, I should say. Henkin says, want to get matching fades before trip? What would be fade? Like, I don't know, back hair or something? Did you get the rest of your hair removed? Oh yeah. I just, I just trimmed it myself, but yeah, just kind of, yeah, the weird like. I don't know, college social studies teacher or whatever haircut was kind of weird. So yeah, so I had the monkey tail. Although yeah, my stubble is starting to come in. So in 2 weeks, you might not even be able to tell it's a monkey tail anymore, which is not gonna be the worst thing ever. Nothing left to fade. I think 2 weeks will be enough for a 2 down to 0 or 2 down to 1 fade. I gotcha, yeah. We'll have to see. Yeah, it's already starting to get a little, the stubble's starting to grow back. I mean, my facial hair grows pretty quick. Yeah, 2 weeks from now, it's probably gonna look like all the rest of this, maybe. Henkin says, I don't know, I'm a hairy man. I know, man, that's, God, I would cringe if I had to show people what my back looks like. When do we get an emote of the Florida Man license pick? Steve, I gotta work on that. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while because of all the let's see if I can pull this up. Yeah, I mean, we covered pretty much most of the stuff while I was live, but certain things it is a work in progress. I gotta pay out the rest of the stream prizes. I still have to, I have to get the Xenomorph VTuber set up. Waiting for the Temu stuff to come in. It's gonna be a work in progress to get literally everything from September cleared out, or done, accomplished. So, ready for some Space Marine 2, brother? I know they've been adding a lot of content to Space Marine 2. I've only ever streamed the campaign, but given this is now October, I'm hoping to do more spooky games this month. In fact, if we beat Alien Isolation a little early today, there is a demo for a new zombie game that's out now, and I kind of want to check that out. So. For the Emperor, there was a new update today. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, they've been cranking out a lot of content, and it's kind of cool to see that they've also been doing. I guess I don't know if it's a DLC or paid microtransaction or what, but the different chapters, Space Marine chapters. October community event starts today. Okay, what does that entail? I mean, like I said, as much as I liked Space Marine 2. They've been coming out with so much content that it's like, yeah, you could almost for probably like 2 or 3 months just be a full-time Space Marine streamer. But yeah, we're still covering a lot of variety here. So yeah. Okay. Oh gosh, yeah, it's already been a busy day. Busy day today. So yeah, I'm not like I said in October. I'm not going to be streaming on Saturdays in October. I did stream, I think, every Saturday in September, and I think the last Saturday of August. So yeah, doing 6 days a week it's not bad. But yeah, after how crazy September was, I think I kind of want things to. Admittedly, I could use things to slow down, or for them to slow down a little bit in October. From October 2nd to 16th, team up with your fellow Space Marines to collectively bring down 400,000 Vortex Beasts.
Check it out.
If you successfully complete your mission, you'll get the infiltrator helmet for the Vanguard and Sniper classes. Yeah, I mean, they have all sorts of stuff like that, right?
My broken rib flared up again.
Oh.
Oil up that coconut and gimme sexy rubbing. Also, hi.
Hello, welcome. And Ryan Ironwolf, thank you for the 4 months. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, so it's it's monkey tail lower. How do you think I feel? I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh god, yeah. I go in the mirror. Nate says, wait a minute, I clearly missed something. Where'd the hair go? Yeah, Nate, I mean, that was it. You know, we had the September subathon. Easily my biggest September ever on this channel. But yeah, 2000 was the shave head live on stream. We did kind of like a friar tuck cut. And then it turned into a grandpa cut, and then it turned to me not having any hair for the most part. And then 2500 was the quote-unquote monkey tail mustache. You know, like I said, I've been going out in public like this, and I keep trying to it's funny, I've been talking to people like this or like this. You know, it's like, hey, how's it going? You know, because if you don't see it from the front, like from the side, it doesn't look bad from either side. But when you look from the front, it's like, yeah, what happened there? So is that like a shaving accident? So yeah, awesome man on the 2K. Yeah, hit we got in the month of September we had a little over 2,800 subs. And of course most of those are gifted, so you know they're kind of already falling off. But still, that was I've never had that many subs in 11 years of streaming. Well, I guess 10 years of streaming because I streamed for 8 months before I became a Twitch partner. Yeah. Oh yeah. You want to see a recap of what it actually looked like? Let's see. There we go. Thank you for JGrind for making sure I can never forget this. Hold on, let me see. Is my audio linker working? All right, it is working. So here it is. This was the whole kit and caboodle, I guess you could say. Yeah, there it's. Yeah. Yeah, just the Batman logo on the back of the head accidentally. I bruised the top of my head. I think I was like trying to shave it too hard. So yeah, Manchu says, Cap, you deserve at least 2,000 more subs, and sure enough, Sergeant01 subscribed to Twitch Prime. Thank you, Sergeant01, for that. Yeah, thank you for that sub. Totally would have passed 3K if you hadn't forced end of the day. I know, I said I was gonna have a hard cutoff at 24 hours because it could have ballooned up to like 30 hours if I'd let people do that. Hey Drac, welcome back. So yeah, next year we'll have to plan on maybe revisiting some of the 2 sub goals that we didn't hit. And more fun stuff. I don't know. Next time we might do something different than the prize wheel. Maybe just like have like I don't know, just like sub goals. We'll do just a straight up giveaway. But the prize wheel is kind of fun. But like I said, when people go ham and start gifting hundreds of subs, then it's like we end up spending like 20-30 minutes just spinning the prize wheel over and over and over again. I don't know. Maybe we'll put it to I'll put it to a vote next time now that I'm awake. And yeah, we'll have to see. Have to see, but yeah, next year I'll see. This year I tried to plan for it, but I didn't. It was like 3/4 of September was over, and I didn't even have like a full list of sub goals. So next year I'm gonna plan a little harder, and then we might try to do the whole like subs for uptime, I guess you could say. What do they call that? Like an uncapped subathon or something like that. But we'll have to see. Yeah, like I said, this was the most subs I've ever had at one time, and so maybe next year, yeah, we'll shoot for 3,000. So, plan for a 3-day marathon, yeah, where I try to stay up for 3 days, and by the end, I'm like a drooling slot, like zombie mess. Maybe. Cap, are you going to keep the OnlyFans goal where you're holding fans? Well, unfortunately, like I said, yeah, there were two goals that weren't hit, which was the 2,900 sub goal and then the 3,000 sub goal. The 2,900 was OnlyFans. I'd started an OnlyFans account after years of joking about it. And not like actual sexy stuff. I'd put on like, I don't know, like a Borat bodysuit or something. And then 3,000 was just I was going to give away a Nintendo Switch 2, but we didn't quite get there. So like I said, we'll maybe plan for a couple of those. And I'd be up for redoing some of these next year too, if people are up for it. I don't know. It's funny. The first thing that comes to mind, it's like, yeah, maybe adding Alien 4 movie night again. And I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think I want to add that one again. Watching Alien 4 every year is not in my life playbook because that movie's terrible. Yeah. I vote for only flan. Oh, is this the jiggly flan gif? Yeah, there it is right there. Oh, let's see if I can pull this up. Yeah, only flans. I do like flan. Flan is pretty good. It's hard to find a good flan these days. Not a good man though. I found J Grant. I'm like, oh man. Okay, let's see. Hey, Spooky, welcome over on the YouTube side. Thank you again to everyone who subscribed on YouTube yesterday. Still almost to 900 subs on YouTube. Again, Nate, thank you so much for the help over on the YouTube side. Do Alien vs. Predator Requiem instead of Alien 4. I actually like that movie though. Yeah, I think we did that one time where we watched Alien versus. I don't know, Jay Grind. Did we? I don't remember if we did Alien vs. Predator 1 and 2. Now that's a movie night I'd actually like to do. Maybe we could do that this weekend. I mean, it's supposed to be kind of horror movie. I know. I think we actually have done that before. Now I know it's been a while since I've had good flan. I'm also kind of a sucker for baklava, but it's there's a Greek place near me that does baklava, but they want like $7 a piece, and it's like this little piece of baklava for $7. It's like, dude, for $7 I could make my own baklava. Yeah. Hey, just started following you on Instagram. Just started my page. I know you like cars, and I'm going to finish resorting my dad's 1932 Ford Deuce Coupe. Oh, really? Okay, gotcha. So true story, Avalon. I had a friend whose father had a 32 Ford Coupe. So they're pretty cool. I mean, he did a full restoration on it, and at the time, I was a teenager. I was like, "Oh yeah, how much did this cost you to restore?" And he's like, 30 grand. So and that by like classic car restoration standards, that's not a lot. I mean, there's people who pay like 50, 60, 70 grand for a proper restoration, where all the stuff has to be done by hand. So it's crazy. Did we do Predator Killer of Killers for movie night yet? No. Yeah, I mean that's something that we could revisit, but anyways, yeah, we won't worry about that. Like I said, September is now officially over. Now I gotta follow up on all the things, finish sending out people stream prizes, and then work on some of the goals that obviously I can't do while live. Like I can't order from Temu and then have it show up instantly. When all that stuff comes in, we'll do an unboxing. I think it's gonna be different delivery dates, so I might have to let all that stuff accumulate. Then we'll have like a Temu unboxing night or something like that. Yeah, Temu unboxing dinosaur night. Avalon, do you have any pics of it right now?
The species of Variformin's been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing is
the Cretaceous period. Holy moly. Lizard. It's a lizard. There we go. So yeah, that's one of the things that we did was, yeah, the very first sub goal, because I already had like around 800 subs. The first sub goal is chat designs custom emote, and chat wanted a lizard themed one. So now we have the one, the rad lizard, which is, it's just me and that lizard just sitting there smacking that lizard button over and over again. Yeah, I have one. Yeah, all right. Well, tell you, let me know when if you have a link ready, and then I'll give you permission to post a link in chat. Or hold on, let's do this. I'll do you one better. Give me just a moment. Hold on. There it goes. And okay, the hype train. Thank you for the hype train, by the way. That's very kind of you. So let's click on this. Click on this. All right, there is that right there. Avalon, there we go. I gifted you a sub, so now you can post links in chat. And yeah, speaking of sub goals, right? There it is. So yeah, feel free to post a link to a picture. I'd like to see it. Again, we do have a cars and what is it? Cars and stuff? No, a cars and motorcycles channel. You could put boats, planes, whatever you want on there. I should put like cars and other vehicles or something like that. But yeah, if you can, you're always welcome to post pictures there as well. I wish more people would post pictures about their car projects in that channel. Stargate says, OMG, what did you do to your beard? Again, we had a September sub goal. 2,500 subs was monkey tail mustache. So yeah, it is. This is literally what a monkey tail mustache looks like. So yeah, planes, trains, and automobiles. Yeah, something like that. But oh yeah, speaking of which, so now that it's October, it's officially we're a little less than 3 months away from my next race. So I've been kind of keeping the race project on the on the back burner, on the down low, because I didn't really have any races scheduled. We are going to be doing a race in late December. It's going to be Sebring again. Again, I tried to enter the Sebring race last year, but unfortunately the car was having some problems. And hopefully I will have all of those resolved by December, because the race is at the end of December. So, hey Jay, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, Stinky, thank you. Like I said, I know that was supposed to be kind of surreptitious or what have you, but thanks, man. That's very kind of you. Like I said, there's TwitchCon, but there's also that project. I called a welding shop today about making some changes to the roll cage in the car. So yeah, now that I'm basically it's a little less than 3 months away, I got to start making sure that the car will actually work this time. So yeah. Red Broke says, speaking of car restoration, Richard Hammond of Top Gear fame started a classic car restoration business and made a show of it that's pretty good. It's called Hammond's Workshop. Oh, yeah, all those guys. I've been watching, what is it? Was it Captain Slow? What's his name? God, it's Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, James May. James May's, he has a YouTube channel where he talks about his own brand of gin, but then he does, like, he does car visits. He's been doing, like, visits with, he's been going and meeting up with Jay Leno for a couple things, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, oh yeah, cool. So anyways, apparently there's a thing where if you gift a sub now, you can get the Duolingo badge, which I already have Duolingo, but also I guess if you gift a sub, you can get 3 free months of Duolingo, of Super Duolingo, so no ads or anything like that. So yeah, and I do Duolingo every day. I take daily German lessons, and in fact, I was actually supposed to be in Germany literally right now. But I ended up postponing the trip because September was looking a little too busy. And yeah, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, but hopefully next year. Hopefully I can go to Oktoberfest next year. It's a bit unfortunate because Oktoberfest takes place mostly in September. And it only goes into, let's see, hold on. It only goes into October until the first Sunday in October. And the reason why they shifted it from, October to September is for better weather. You know, September, even in Germany, is still pretty nice, not too cold or anything. Willkommen zum Oktoberfest. Yes. So yeah, it's fun, and I do want to go back at some point. My plan was to fly into northern Germany and take a road trip all throughout Germany to visit a bunch of car museums, the Nürburgring, you know, where I used to live in Augsburg, and some other stuff. But yeah, so the problem there is, like, September is also Subtember on Twitch, and you know, so it's like smack dab when I would be doing stream stuff. So let's see. I guess, hold on, information. I think it's on, yeah, opening times. Let's see, opening the beer tents. Yeah, Monday through Fridays at 10 a.m. and closes at 11:30. Yeah, can you imagine, like, you know, what is that, 13 and a half hours of just chugging beer? People chugging beer all day. And some other goodies. It's not just about the beer. Well, not really anyway, sort of. But let's see. It's until October 3rd. So next year, I could plan on ending September, like, you know, at the end, on September 30th, and then flying out to Germany literally the next day, and then driving to Oktoberfest. So that would be a way to do both September and Oktoberfest, because again, Oktoberfest, it's like 3 weeks long, and it mostly happens in September. I haven't seen Clarkson's Farm yet. I need to watch that. Tarman says, it's here, my book is in my hands, I'm officially a published author, yay! Yeah! Let's get some rad hypes in chat for Tarman, who is now a published author, which is fantastic. You got your, what is it called, the UPC or the TPN number, what's that, like, what's that thing that you have to get for it to be an actual published book, like a registered published book? I forget what that's called. Doing an oral stream on your way to Oktoberfest? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how robust the 5G network is in Germany, but I think we could probably do it. ISBN, that's right, gotcha. So you can do both September and Oktoberfest. All right, guys, so let's do this then. Let's take a look at the calendar. Let's see, calendar. Let's see, just okay, so here is 2025. Let's look at 2026. Halloween is on a Saturday. Finally, it takes, like, I think 5 or 6 years for Halloween to fall, you know, because of leap years and stuff. It takes about 5 or 6 years for Halloween to fall on a Saturday, which is the best day for it because, you know, your kids don't have to go to school. You don't have to, well, most people don't have to go to work, I guess. Some people, half the people. Less than half, I don't know, but then it's just nice because it's on a Saturday. I have to be honest, I will not be streaming next year on Halloween because I've been streaming on like every Halloween for years now. I think like 3 or 4, but I actually really do like Halloween. So maybe I can drag Hankin to Fantasy Fest next year. I don't know if Hankin, if you've ever done Fantasy Fest, we could try to get Gore to come out for that. It's basically it's a Halloween party for adults. It's not a, you know, Halloween and people's like, oh, it's just a holiday for kids. It's like, well, unless you never grow out of Halloween, then Fantasy Fest, I think, is the world's biggest outdoor Halloween festival for adults. So you're gonna see some penises at that event for sure. I even did the Google Flight plan, and there was so many places with no signal. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I did Fantasy Fest once, and it was awesome. Again, because during the day, for Fantasy Fest during the day, they have stuff, you know, it's like kind of family friendly. Fantasy Fest Key West. Let's see here. Hopefully I can show this. Yeah, it's kind of like it's like I said, they during the day they have stuff that's kind of more family friendly. They do parades. You know, it's people try to, you know, dress at least a little bit more modestly. But yeah, during the week, it is kind of a raunchy outdoor party. I'm not going to say that they let people bang in the streets or whatever, but there are some people who walk around with just like a body paint costume and literally nothing. Oh yeah, I gotta be careful of what they show here. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can see that it's not exactly for kids. Oh yeah, this year's theme was bedtime stories and magical monsters. Yeah, boy, there's got a lot of people wearing just like, you know, pajamas where you can see their butthole or something like that. But I've actually done this one year, and it's a lot of fun. But like I said, it's not really meant for kids. I'll never forget the time that I saw a family there, and they didn't dress up at all. You know, I don't even think their kids are dressed up. But they brought their kids to the Fantasy Fest like late night thing, and they just had this bewildered look on their faces. There was like dudes with body paint walking around, you know, ladies with like their boobs hanging out, literally. Kept getting his drag out. No, it's Fantasy Fest. It's not specifically a drag event. There are drag bars in, you know, drag bars, gay bars, not gay bars in Key West. It's like I said, it's kind of a party location. But yeah, it's just, I'll never forget, they brought their kids there, and there's literally like naked dudes walking around. They had no idea that Fantasy Fest wasn't really for kids. So let's do a double horse costume. Yeah, who gets to be the horse? Hold on. Who gets to do the stupid horse penis? Pants optional. Yeah. If maybe Henkin next year. So sometimes this event doesn't line up. Yeah, see, like this year it's October 17th.
Stupid horse penis.
That's exactly. So this year it's the 17th through the 26th, but next year I'd like to think that they actually will do it on Halloween, because Halloween's on a Saturday next year. So, anyways, but yeah, I can guarantee you right now I'm not going to be streaming on Halloween next year. Absolutely not, because I haven't had a Halloween away from Twitch in a few years, and I love Halloween. So, anyways, so like I said, I was going to look at 2026. So the first Sunday, unfortunately, it kind of didn't work out. So the first Sunday is or the Sunday when Oktoberfest is going to end. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Is on it's on a Sunday the 4th. So that means if we do September all the way through September 30th, which ends on a Wednesday, I could fly out on a Thursday. I would be horribly tired, probably, but I could fly out on a Thursday and then get there by Friday, because, you know, it's a long flight. And I guess, what is it? You lose time flying to Germany, and then you gain time flying back to the U.S. So yeah, I get there on a Friday, which means that, yeah, pretty much from anywhere in Germany, you can drive to München, and I could be there by Saturday, and I'd get to enjoy it like Saturday and Sunday, and then maybe try to do some more road trips. So I guess that's going to be my plan for next year. Yeah, you know, do September. And then, like literally the day after, leave and go to Germany for Oktoberfest, and then, you know, other stuff. I'd have to be honest, I would probably take a week off, because I want to do like a big road trip. So now Kep says that he'll get sponsored to do something on Spookyween. No trick or treat for him. I know it would happen. I actually have a couple more sponsored streams coming up. So yeah, it would have to be pretty big. Like if Nvidia wanted to sponsor the channel again, because Nvidia would make it worth my while, as they have in the past. So yeah, okay. So yeah, that's my plan for next year. For, you know, the September subathon, we'll try to pick some different goals and have some fun. Yeah, maybe we'll try to do maybe a couple 24-hour streams next year, or as Henkin calls it, just his daily streams. Yeah. So Why don't they call it Septemberfest? Oh, cooler. If you just missed that, the reason why it's called Oktoberfest is because it really actually was originally in October, but they ended up moving it into September for better weather because Germany gets cold and it gets cold quick. So it's and I lived in Germany, and sometimes the winters are not that bad, but sometimes it gets very cold. So when I went there in October a few years ago, it actually wasn't that cold. But yeah, if you have a bunch of people who want to wear lederhosen and kind of not feel too chilly, September is the better month for it. So what they did is it now ends in the first Sunday in October. And unfortunately, next year Sunday is on the 4th. So if we go to say 2027. Sunday is on a 3rd. Okay, I guess, let's see, 2028, Sunday, first Sunday. Yeah, see, now this would be perfect. The first Sunday in October of 2028 is, oh no, it's on Sunday the 1st. Oh no, wait, I just saw that. Yeah, so it's gonna be, well, I guess it'd be rough. So I guess, yeah, it's whenever the first Sunday is. So it still goes into October to keep the tradition alive, but yeah, it takes place mostly in September. Yeah. Yeah, do a road trip. Bud Sector, it says, drink more beer, you won't feel cold. Or at least you won't care about it being cold anymore. But yeah, so that's why it's still called Oktoberfest, even though it's mostly in September. But yeah, you know, September is the thing I've been doing on this channel for a while now. So the real question is, do you have to go commando in lederhosen? No, this isn't Scotland. Yeah, Germany is all about underwear. And fun outfits. So yeah, Buif on the channel, he just got himself some lederhosen, traditional Oktoberfest garb, and it's not expensive. You could spend like $100 and get like a real leather, you know, assless chaps and stuff. assless schnapps. Right. So I guess that's my plan, because I was gonna go last year, and my road trip buddy had to cancel, and then I was gonna go this year, but then I had a lot of stuff booked for September. So my plan is, fingers crossed, to go next year. Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of next year, the plan for right now is to do some more Alien Rogue Incursion. And like I said, now, as of pretty much, well, yesterday, today, what have you, I start getting prepped for the big race. And I think Henkin, you said that if your buddy, like I said, maybe give him my name or give him my number or something, because I actually would like to talk to him about maybe having him drive during the race. And some other stuff, and you know, there's like some entry fees and stuff that are not particularly cheap, but you know, it'll probably run like $500 or so. So, yeah. Ask him next time you talk to him. Ask him if he really wants to do some real world racing. And I may be willing to extend that to other people in chat too. It's just because you have to have a minimum of 3 drivers for the event, because it's endurance racing. It's a 14-hour long endurance race, and if the car doesn't fail, then you know, drivers might. So they actually have a requirement. So looking to build a team again. Is it Lemons? No, it's not Lemons. It's a Champ Car, the Champ Car series. So unfortunately, Lemons chose not to operate in Florida in 2025, and I don't think they've released the schedule for 2026. Hold on, Lemons 2026 schedule. Let's see. Have they posted the schedule for 2026 yet? They have not. So okay, so yeah, I mean, I would love to do Lemons. Lemons is kind of like, it's like cheap, low budget racing, man, but it's like on the silly side. They take safety and rules very seriously, but everything else is totally fun. They encourage people to dress up, you know, paint their cars stupid colors, all sorts of stuff. But unfortunately, they chose to not operate in Florida this year because they had kind of a lower turnout last year. So which is what I did. I did Lemons last year. So it looks like they still have New Hampshire, West Virginia. I wanted to go to this event, Summit Point Motorsports Park in Summit Point, but it was just a little too close to TwitchCon, and I kind of didn't want to overbook myself. So, but yeah, I've actually where I took my first racing lessons, like you know, like track lessons, was at this racetrack, Summit Point Motorsports Park in Summit Point, West Virginia. They have 3 racetracks: the Jefferson Circuit, the Shenandoah Circuit, some other circuits. I think they call it the Summit Point Circuit. And yeah, that is where I first started taking racing lessons. Yeah. VIR and Road Atlanta are two I would love to drive. Well, I mean, oh yeah, I guess they're not on the schedule here. Yeah, I mean, so J-Grind, there is the concept that a lot of people, go to a lot of different races out of state. You just have to have a truck and a trailer to trailer the car. And as much as I've been thinking about buying a Corvette, that's still the plan. It would be nice to have a truck because from there I could just rent a U-Haul trailer and then I could start doing races, like in I don't know, Kentucky or Atlanta, or doing Atlanta or what have you. So someday it's just racing is very, very expensive. So for instance, Road Atlanta is mid-December, but then the Champ Car race, which is a lot closer to me, it's at Sebring. It's an hour and a half from my house. That's 2 weeks later. So yeah, but yeah, unfortunately they chose not to do Florida. I'm hoping in 2026 they'll have a Lemons race in Florida, but I'm not going to hold my breath because again the turnout last time was a little on the low side because Florida gets very, very hot. So yeah, someday. Yeah. So anyways, I'm doing what's called the Champ Car series, and I got a race coming up here in about 3 months. So I got to make sure my car is ready to bro. Yeah, Champ Car is also kind of like a low budget racing league. There's no such thing as cheap racing. There just isn't. But as far as other racing series are concerned, Champ Car is kind of like a lower budget racing series. So for instance, the race at Sebring is $2,000. That's just the entry fee. You still have to pay the membership fees. You have to make sure your car passes inspection, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it's a low budget wheel to wheel racing series. It is legitimate racing. It's not just a track day. It's not time trials. It's not autocross. It is real car to car, wheel to wheel racing. So it gets very expensive. So yeah. Yeah, it's cheap by racing standards, but there is no racing that's cheap, especially when it comes to cars. If you want to race lawnmowers, maybe. I wish growing up I had done more karting. I mean, I went to go-kart tracks as much as anyone as a kid, but I never did actual like competitive karting, which I really wish I had growing up. I must have gone to go-karts tracks, dozens of times, but I never did the full karting. Yeah, how to make 10K, start with 100K and go racing. Exactly. Okay, so that's the story. By the way, I do have a Patreon. For those of you who would like to join the Patreon, that's where I'm posting updates to my car YouTube channel and also the racing effort. So expect a lot more posts on there coming up very quick because I've got a lot more car videos coming up right now. I've got about 3 or 4 videos that my editor has been working on. And then, yeah, just like I said, the next Champ Car race. Last year, unfortunately, I think we technically got like a DNF or DNQ. Because our race broke down on the... It's kind of like, when there's a race, they have open practice, then they have qualifying, and then they have the race. My car broke down in like the testing qualifying phase, and we ended up not being able to make the race. So technically, we didn't come in last place, though, and we came into second last place. so technically, yeah, we did get a ranking. It was not a good ranking. But and that's what happens. Sometimes that happens, in real life. Teams, they'll get out there, they'll have a car, spent $200,000, $300,000 to build, and then it literally breaks down on the qualifying day, and then that's that. And there's nothing you can do at that point. Just be like, okay, on to the next one. If I were, let's see, I'll restart engine. If I had some money to blow, I would try to do an entire season of, say, like Lemons or Champ Car. But yeah, that right there, it would cost me like 50 grand. And there's people who do it, man. There's people who do a lot of races in Champ Car or Lemons. But I mean, you have to have deep pockets. There's just no racing that is cheap. Just none. Let's see here. All right, there we go. All right, let's do this. I'm sorry, I've been flapping my gums for 40 minutes. So let's go ahead and jump into Alien Rogue Incursion and actually get into the game today. Yeah, DNQ did not qualify. Exactly. So it's... We actually passed the tech inspection, but yeah, the car it started overheating, and I didn't have the right tires at the time. Let's see. Oh, I posted a link to my picture above. Oh, okay. Where's the thing? Where was the thing? All right, give me a sec. Yeah, I'm loading the game right now. Once we're in, I'll tab. SideQuest says, any chance for us to contribute again to the car? I know my sticker is someplace on it, but I'd love to do something with some ongoing support. Yeah, I'm actually gonna try to get some actual corporate sponsors because that's, racing is so expensive that's why they tend to do a lot of you know, actual corporate sponsorships, right? Because it's just very expensive. So I'm really hoping that maybe some of our channel partners will be up for doing some sponsorships. But otherwise, yeah, we might do, I guess they call it like a Series B funding. Yeah, like a Series B funding effort for the upcoming race. So, I mean, most of the cost is done. I've already put like 20 grand into this race car project, including, I think it was about the 3,600 we raised last time, including some donations or, you know, sponsorships from people who wish to keep it kind of keep anonymous, I guess you could say, which is fine with me. But yeah, I think total probably raised a little over 4 grand for what has ultimately cost about 20 grand. So. Not bad. Hi Cap, did you finish Alien? No, I'm just loading it right now. That's yeah, I've only been live for 42 minutes, but yeah, we have to get into it now. All right, one last thing that we were gonna do here is Avalon was kind enough to post the dudes. Yeah, you're right. I've got a couple more stickers I need to put on there as well. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, so... okay, cool. Wow, look at that. Yeah, see, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, kind of looks like the one my friend had. I say friend, she was my high school girlfriend, although it was kind of short-lived because I think we were like 16 at the time, and she got grounded because she got caught smoking. And so, you know, she's like, yeah, I'm grounded for a month. And it's like, all right, well, I guess, are we not dating anymore? And she's like, it's going to be difficult. So, did you try to see if the pulse rifle mod were... Oh, no, I forgot. Oh, no, crap, I forgot. Damn. I totally forgot about that. Like I said, I'm still doing like post-September wrap-up, and that's chewing up a lot of my time still. But we could try it right now. Yeah, 42 minutes of yap. Exactly. That's super cool, man. I'm sorry to hear about your father passing away, but I guess to honor his legacy, please do finish the project and be sure to post pictures. Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, dang, I totally forgot about that. The thing is, yeah, let's, I don't know, chat, should I try to do this now? I mean, I got time. I always feel like I'm rushing. All right, let's do this. Log in. I'm logging into Nexus Mods. All right. Let's see. Okay, log in. Okay, so what we're gonna try to do is, yeah, let's go to Rogue Incursion. Oh wait, hold on, here it is. Wait a minute. Let's see. So they have Alien Rogue Incursion. That's for the VR game, but it looks like something did show up for the Evolved Edition. Let's see. Oh, there's only one right now. So it's just the one mod updated or uploaded 6 hours ago. Utilize a shader toggler to make the HUD and effects toggleable. So yeah, I guess if you want to make it feel like you're really in the game. Yeah, see, I don't know if I should try it though. It might break stuff. Rogue Incursion. So yeah. Because yeah, there were a couple mods. Yeah, here, this one, high-powered pulse rifle and shotgun. This was uploaded 5 months ago, but this is for the VR version, so I don't know if it'll work. Let's see. Okay, I guess we'll try it. But before we do this, let me shut the game down, and then I want to back up my save because, you know, anytime you do modding, you always want to back up your saves. Okay, yeah, so it looks like it's a one and done file. Thank you for the reminder. I totally forgot about that. Let's see if this works or if it breaks the game. Okay, paste the file into Steam folder. Steam apps common, Rogue Incursion, Midnight, content packs. Okay, that I can do. All right, let's download the file. So this is so if this does work, it makes the pulse rifle stronger and it makes the shotgun stronger, and that's all it does. Because unfortunately they made the gun, especially the pulse rifle, way too weak. I mean, it's like shockingly weak, and it just doesn't feel good. So let's see if this mod works or if it breaks the game. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, extract all. Extract. Okay. All right. So, Alien Rogue Incursion Midnight Content Pack. So I just need to copy. Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Rogue Incursion Evolved Edition at Midnight, Content Packs. Okay, it may, because I mean, it's supposed to be the same game, it's no longer a VR game. The Evolved Edition is not a VR game. All right, now where are my save files? Let's see, because the last thing I want to do is bork my game. Okay, so if we go to my games, I don't know, chat, do me a favor. Can somebody Google, let's see. I guess I can do it. Just the Alien Rogue Incursion save file location. Let's see, app data, local, Alien Rogue Incursion. Ah, here we go. I think I found it. Yeah, let's you just always want to make a backup. If it's a game where you don't have to worry about save points or anything, then you can mod to your heart's desire, like Minecraft or something. I don't know, but for like a playthrough style game like this, you definitely want to back up your saves before you start doing mods, because if you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. Okay, let's see, users, Richard. Let's see, hidden items, app data, local. What was it? Local Alien Rogue Incursion. Okay. Evolved Edition saved. Ah, here it is. Save games. Okay, so here it is. I found all my save files. And so what we're gonna do, actually I can show you this. We're just gonna click on new and we're gonna just create a folder called backups. So you take this, all this stuff right here. You don't cut, you copy, just paste it in there, boom. So as the game is right now, I now have a backup. So if this mod corrupts the save file, because it doesn't work, because like I said, this was designed for the VR version of the game. If it doesn't work, all I have to do is just load my backups and we're good to go. Theoretically. All right, thank you for the reminder. Let's see if this works. I'm excited to see if this works or not, because again, the pulse rifle is like super crappy. But it's not like super crappy, it is super crappy in this game, which does not make sense. Not in the least. Okay, all right. Now we got this. Now we got this. Okay, I'm gonna try to launch the game. Let's see if the mod breaks the game. Do you have the mod app they offer? Do you have the mod app they... Oh, you mean Vortex? No, I worked for many, many years as a sysadmin. I prefer to do stuff manually when it comes to file manipulation or what have you. I mean, that was literally part of my daily life for many, many, many years. So yeah, like I said, it's not that I poo-poo mod loaders. Mod loaders can be very useful, especially if you use, say like you're doing Skyrim and you have 800 mods. You don't want to sit there and manipulate all those manually, right? So you can get a mod manager or a mod loader, which kind of keeps things updated for you. So that way you're not wasting all your time just keeping track of all your mods. But for a game like this, where I'm using exactly one mod, I don't need a mod loader for this. I'll just do it myself. Hey Tut, welcome back. King Tut Tut. Hey Elsinore, welcome. Okay. All right, let's see if this mod breaks my game. Now, we're in a spot right now where I'm actually, they introduced a new type of alien. Well, it's been kind of featured. I think it's called a Praetorian, which is like a hive guard, if you will. So you have chestburster. Well, you have the facehugger, then chestburster. Then the types of aliens could be xenomorphs, could be drones, warriors, Praetorians, queens, and then at one point there was a comic or something that said there was a king alien. But other than I think like a few comics, I don't think they ever added that in any of the video games. I'm not sure. But yeah, just like think of like an ant colony. You would have you would just have the worker ants, and then you might have the male like ants that have wings, and they typically will be more aggressive. Then you have the queen ant. So it's just like Hudson. A lot of people thought Hudson was kind of stupid, but remember, he was their IT guy, and he was also the guy who correctly said that they operate like an insect nest and some other goodies, even though he was just full of piss and vinegar, sort of. Elsinore says I got the deluxe edition for Elite Dangerous Deluxe for my birthday. Nice. Wait, Elsinore, is your birthday today? Is it today? Or was it yesterday? Cap's previous life was telling people who earned several zeros more than him where the any key was. Yeah, don't remind me. Like I haven't worked in IT in 5.5 years now, and I don't miss it at all. Yeah. Mod managers are helpful because they create symlinks and don't modify files directly. Yeah, I just, like I said, I've just preferred to do it manually. Oh, it was on Monday. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, you mean this upcoming Monday? Well, yeah, Austin, let me know. Let me know if I can get you another iRacing car for your birthday. Whichever one you want's fine with me. All right, let's do this. Let's start the game, and boom shakalaka. Well, let's see if it loads. If this mod works, it should make the game not necessarily easier, but feel less stupid.
Never seen an X-ray like that before.
That surgery couldn't have helped matters. Keep your distance until we can form a plan.
Medpod chamber secured.
Alright, cool, I trapped it.
Enabled.
Now,
Davis, this thing is relentless. I need a plan.
we need more firepower if we want to get through its armor. I have an idea. The Medpod purge sequence. That laser might be our best chance, but it will only fire while the chamber is sealed.
Medpod
Rapid and
chamber.
zapping. Copy that.
Wait, why did the doors open? Wait a minute, hold on, the doors reopened. Why did the doors reopen? That doesn't make sense. Oh, here it comes.
Now, Zula, lock the door.
Medpod chamber secured. Purge system enabled.
I think it unlocked itself because, you know, story.
Gotta fire the laser before it gets out.
Okay, hold on. I gotta check to see if there's any ammo. Okay, hold on.
Medpod chamber unlocked.
Wait a minute, why is it unlocking itself? That doesn't make any sense. No, that doesn't make any sense, video game. Why would the doors unlock? See, they don't give you any time to like try to find more ammo or anything, which is a bit silly.
Gotta lock you in.
Medpod chamber secured.
All right, so yeah, basically they're gonna force me into this fight. All right, here we go.
Quickly, Zula. Start the purge.
Got him.
Unauthorized life form detected in quarantine area. Initiating lockdown.
Okay, so let's see if the mod works.
Incoming!
Let's see. Oh, they're right on top of me. Oh shit, I'm right under a vent. That's not good. Let's see. Yeah, the mod didn't work. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe it actually is working. Hold on. Maybe not. Yeah, hold on. Reload. I don't think it's working, unfortunately. I don't think it's working. All right, X heal. Yeah, they don't give you enough time to actually like try to get more ammo. Let's see, open. There we go. Let's see, I just need. Yeah, it does. It's not working.
We won't be able to leave if lockdown is still active. I'll try to manually override it. There should be a terminal that I can use.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Get a little more. Alright, here we go. Hopefully I can get it this time. Alright, let me make sure all the guns are reloaded. Yeah, reload. Because this fight's kind of hard. I haven't beaten it yet. Let's see, where am I going? Oh, wait, am I getting maybe a little bit of a reprieve here? Hold on, let's take a look. Okay. Alrighty. Be 26 with 36 years experience. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Alright, there we go. I just want to make sure I got a little ammo first. Okay, maybe now I can beat the boss this time. Or, you know, this like new enemy type it's basically invincible. Yeah, unfortunately I don't think the mod's working, sadly.
Something is wrong. There are remote protocols in effect. Everything is locked down.
What's going on?
I don't know. There's conflicting information here. A door that isn't on the map. Other floors referenced. Hang on one moment. We need to lower its defenses.
Breach.
Stagger it with explosive force.
System disabled.
Come on!
Here we go.
Containment breach protocol enabled. Explosive gas lines.
Damn, missed.
Damn it! But it's blocking me from a full shot. I need options.
A system-activated explosive gas line. This broke out of the chamber. Like that. Should take it down.
There we go, did you get it?
Keep up the pressure.
Just so stupid how useless this gun is. Oh no, no! Oh god. Should have bum rushed me. Oh, run. Hold on, let's see. Where is it?
Explosives open wounds while it stays.
There we go. Oh, I should have already used that one. Crap. Damn it! Need to find one I haven't used yet. Oh, here we go. Oh, get it? Okay, phew.
Stay down. Just stay down.
Are you
Okay.
alright?
Phew.
I'll live. I'll actually live. Helen, I'm sorry I doubted you. Thank you.
It's all like wow, 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 wow.
Zula, eyes up. Someone noticed.
Hello?
It can't be.
Can you hear me?
Carver?
Carver.
Hendricks, you actually showed up.
You're alive? I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. We're holding out, but we're cornered. Got no ammo and no eyes outside our position. Security systems flagged activity in medical. I had no idea it'd be you.
I'm here. I got you. Who's we? Where are you?
Me and a couple of the other survivors holed up outside cold storage in sub-basement 6. Got about 100 staff in cryo.
Sub-basement 6? My maps don't even have one.
You ain't seen the half of this place. There's a cargo elevator for classified use. It needs a voice print code. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Go there. I'll let you in.
Okay, well, yeah, it looks like I finally had enough ammo to beat that boss. I was struggling ammo-wise. You sure it didn't work? Kind of took that thing out pretty quick this time. Well, last time I kept running out of ammo, so I kept having to switch guns, and yeah, it can only hit you like 2 or 3 times before you die. Yeah, I think, but yeah, just from, I don't know, based on the smaller xenomorphs, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's much different at all. Is the Xeno in the room with us right now? Yes. His real room? No! Okay, let's take a look. First things first, let me open up all these doors that I couldn't open up. There we go.
Already full. Can't carry that.
Okay, there we go. Open. Alright, lots of med sticks. Okay, so now... where the crap are we going? Oh, we're going...
Let's find that elevator.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
let's just
here.
have a big classified sign right there.
Done.
Enable CT plus transport. Authorization Carver. 2 Alpha Tango 219.
CT Plus?
Dr. Robbie's magnum opus. Get your ass down here, Hendricks. We've got a lot of work to do.
All right, hold on. Apparently, I've been tagged in a Discord meme post. Me. Yeah. So, chat. See, this just proves. So again, this is the prize wheel that we used during September. This is all offline now, so it's that's fine. But yeah, I always said that that's a chess piece, right? So sure enough, Digistan is, yeah. See, hold on, wait. Yeah, there it is. See, who are you, warrior? Yeah, see, that's just proof. It's a chess piece. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Thank you, Digistan. Thank you for proving me right. So, I gotta show Admiral Nolan that. He'll love it. All right. Okay. Oh, Discord from the overlay. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off the Discord overlay because I don't want people's like private messages showing up on stream. I had to reload my whole gaming system operating or game PC operating system. Let's see. Overlay. Yeah, game overlay. Alright, skip. Okay, yeah, we're turning the game overlay off. Got it. Let's see. Yeah, we're turning overlay off. No, normally I would keep it on, but yeah, I don't, because like I said, I don't want people to be like, oh, here's my email address, or here's my feed pics, and, you know, it shows up live on stream. Oops, speaking of which. Alright, thank you, Digistan. Very, very topical. I'm happy you turned that overlay off, Cap. Can not let people see all the sexing messages I've been sending you. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be rude. R-E-W-D, rude. Let's go to the secret basement, as it's marked on the map.
So, he's alive. Do you think he could be our saboteur?
I don't know what he was doing here, but at least we still have a chance to find out.
After all of this, do you still trust him?
Doesn't matter. We're not getting off this rock anytime soon, and I don't intend to leave without seeing this all the way through. Now let's go get some answers.
Chat. I think this is literally the end of the game. Oh no, I would. Oh god. Oh, I think this is literally the end of the game. I should have just played for like 10 more minutes last night. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think this is it. Wow. Azula Hendricks will return in Alien Rogue Incursion Part 2. Oh, dude, if I had just played for like 10 more minutes last night. God. Wow. I had no idea that was the end of Part 1. Oh, man. Dude, I've been live for an hour and 5 minutes, and I spent like 50 of those minutes talking and just 10 more minutes finishing the game. The Manchu says, how does Zulu still exist? How did her chest not explode yet? For whatever reason, the chest burster died. So they were able to extract it without killing her. Yeah, Captain Sense of Time, right? So, yeah, that's something we've never seen before. I don't think in any of the games or movies. Yeah, when they extracted the chest, she got to a med bay, and it, like, the machine opened her up, and when they pulled it out, the chest burster was dead. So. Well, yeah, guys, it was a short but sweet stream. No, I guess we'll check out this zombie game that Miami Bat actually linked me to earlier. So yeah, God, that's so silly. If I'd literally just played for 10 more minutes last night, we would have beaten it. So that's okay. I mean, I got more stuff to stream for sure. Yeah, Zulu Hendricks, Andy Winslow. Like I said, I have to be honest, man. Probably one of the least good for vocal performances. Apparently she was an award-winning voice actress for previous games, but man, she just really phoned it in for this project. Menace has a demo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are some demos that we can check out today. So we'll check out, I want to check out Vane first, and then we'll check out the Menace demo. And from what I saw, that demo is actually pretty big. I did watch someone else stream a little bit of it. Hope they'll have the mod ready for Chapter 2. I know, yeah, there's a couple complaints that I have about the game. And you know, there was a lot to like here for sure. I'm looking forward to the sequel, but yeah, the voice acting for the main character was kind of underwhelming. They made the pulse rifle way too weak. I actually literally watched Aliens, well, about half the movie last night again, because I was like, why? Is it just me? No, is it the children who are wrong? No, it's just that they made the pulse rifle just like shockingly weak in this game. Just, Cap just looked up part 2 is an hour long. Why did they not add it to this version? Part 2 is not out yet? Wait. I don't even think part 2 is out yet for VR, is it? You mean she won't win Voice Actress of the Year? No, it's just surprisingly, like, a very pedestrian performance. A fun demo that has co-op is Shift a Midnight. Shift a Midnight? That's an interesting name for a game. Yes, you can play it solo too. Okay, gotcha. Like I said, that's so embarrassing. I should have just played for 10 more minutes, and that would have been the end of the game last night. That's what I get for, you know, taking my sweet time. But with part 2, Yokorez, are you sure? Are you sure part 2 is out now? I guess we can go look. Oh, hold on, button to skip. Yeah, there it goes. Thanks. I mean, I've been casually following the project. I wasn't aware that part 2 was out yet. So let's jump in there. Sorry, God, I think I've done some games in the past where, yeah, like I went long just to finish them, but then, you know, I thought it was over, but there was like 2 or 3 more hours a game. I think this is the first time I've literally ended a game right at the end of the game and then didn't actually finish the game until the next day for like 10 minutes. All right, let's go to, let's do this. Yeah, because I'm not aware of part 2 already being out. Let's go to Steam. Let's go to Alien Rogue Incursion. I guess we'll look up the VR version. Let's see. It says, okay, Alien Rogue Incursion is the first of a 2-part... I'm just on the Wikipedia. With a second game in development as of December 2024. Okay, so it looks like... yeah, the game released... The original VR game released in December 19th of 2024. This version, the Evolved Edition, just released just a few days ago. Part 1. Yeah, I don't think part 2 is out yet. Well, it's not. You could have seen that end coming, right? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I didn't know the game was going to end right after that fight. Oh, sorry, it's post about Quest 3 VR having part 2 for it for set time till Steam gets it. Oh. Let's see. Reception. Yeah, it just says this part 2 is a work in progress. Yeah, I don't think part 2 is out yet. I did not get the end scene. That was what the guy talking to you that got infected. So just to explain the ending there, so Zulu Hendrix, she gets captured by the aliens, and then she gets impregnated with a, you know, like a chest burster, an embryo. But for whatever reason, the alien died while it was in her, which is kind of an interesting thing. Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen that in any of the games or movies or whatever. It was dead when they took it out. But so the whole reason, the premise of the game is that she's a colonial marine. But she went AWOL to go help her old friend Ben Carver, who's a scientist at this facility, and, you know, he requested her help because obviously there's some stuff going down, right? That's the whole premise of the game. So the whole thing was, though it was kind of implied that there's something had gone wrong with the synths. And some of the synths were impersonating other people, like real people. So there's some kind of ulterior motive that hasn't been explained yet. So the cliffhanger there is like, was that the real Ben Carver, or was it just a synthetic emulating his voice? And then, you know, right when we got down to where we thought we were going to meet him, we ran into a synth with a pulse rifle instead. So that's what's called a cliffhanger ending, I guess you could say. So, you know, you're just like, oh, are they going to fall or not? P. and Taylor says, did I just miss the end? Yeah, Taylor, it's so stupid. If I had just streamed the game for 10 more minutes last night, I would have beat the game, because I logged in, did that fight, and then the game ended. So I don't think I've ever done that before. So let's see.
Check it out.
Pantswearer, hey Pants, thank you so much for the 96 months. Yeah, wait a minute. Isn't it? 22, 84, 96. Yeah, that's 9 years. Is mine? Yeah, not like 9 years. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. 99. No. 8 years. Something years. 10 years. I can't math right now. I'm thinking about xenomorphs. She took the ivermectin. Yeah, I guess so. So that's Zekis. That's weird that you didn't get that end scene. When you say you didn't get it, do you mean you didn't get it because you played the game and you didn't actually see that ending, or did you not get it because you just didn't understand what happened? Oh, Pants, thank you for tier 2 6 months in advance. Thank you, man. That's very awesome. So yeah, so the synths are rebelling or something. Yeah, so there's a couple plot points that have not been explained yet. For instance, what were they doing experiment-wise with the xenomorphs? And 2, what's going on with the synthetics? Because some of them are, yeah, basically, they're kind of, yeah, rebelling, which they shouldn't be. They're supposed to be, you know, subservient to humans. Well, time to sit pretty until part 2, I guess. Yeah, like I said, I was not expecting the game to end right there. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Johnny Appleseed says the chestburster died due to the poison from the hacker in the briefcase. Long as the chestburster is alive inside the host, it's like a symbiotic cancer. I got you, Johnny Appleseed. So you thought her voice acting was great? Wow. Hey, man, you're entitled to your opinion, but I thought it was very, very boring for a person who's supposed to be trapped in a facility full of xenomorphs. The poison would have killed her, but the chestburster obviously absorbed the poison. That would have been lethal to Zula. Also, I'm glad that the pulse rifle is not too powerful. The game would be too easy. I gotcha. All right, man. Like I said, you're entitled to your opinion, but it is very, very clearly not lore accurate to the Alien franchise, at least the movies and stuff. Because yeah, it's way, way underpowered. It's also it feels very underpowered compared to other Alien games where you actually do get a pulse rifle. Like I said, even last night I watched the latter half of Aliens again because it's like, why is it so bad? I mean, what are they basing this on? So again, in my opinion, they should have made the pulse rifle, you know, better, but just, you know, throw more aliens at you, I guess, so to speak. Because it's the pistol works pretty well, the shotgun works pretty well, but yeah, the pulse rifle is just terrible. It's like fighting with a full auto BB gun. I think they had such plain voice acting because it was VR. That way, it keeps you calmer, making you easier to scare. Yeah, maybe, but yeah, I just found her vocal work to be very, very underwhelming. And again, that's not 100% her fault because you have a director. You know, you have a vocal coach, or not a vocal coach, but like a vocal director, who is like, okay, you know, that's a good line, or hey, can we redo that take? It's like, oh, look, I found a xenomorph. It's like, can you do it and maybe not sound like a used car salesman? It's like, guys, I think I found a xenomorph. You know, it's like there's the difference between there. And I'm saying I'm like a world-class voice actor myself, but goddamn, man, that was just really, really boring. Woo! Unbelievable. Okay, yeah, sure thing, Hankin. Thank you so much. Also, Hankin, I'm gonna send you a message later. It's nothing important, but I'm gonna send you a message later about something, about those toe picks you keep talking about. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, it does, to me, compared to all the other Aliens games, of which I've tried to play them all, most of them anyways, yeah, this game, the pulse rifle itself was very, very surprisingly weak. In real life, the pulse rifle itself, the prop was made out of it was a combination of, I believe, a Thompson 45 caliber machine gun, which I've actually shot in real life. I've shot a full auto version of one of those, and then I think it was a Remington 12 gauge, which they use as a prop, you know, for launching the grenade, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, even in real life, a full auto 45, I mean, that will do damage to just about anything. Golly, yeah, it's yeah, the 45 round, it's like a big honking slug of lead just flies through the air. But yeah, anyways, it felt very, very, very underpowered compared to other stuff. So yeah, the pulse rifle in this game was the experimental M41, not the M41A like in the Fire Team or the movie. True, but they did still say that it used explosive tip ammo. You're basically firing little bullets that explode on contact, and the alien was just like, yeah, that kind of tickles more than anything. Yeah, just I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. So, you know, you're always welcome in my DMs. It goes down in the DMs. I agree according to the movie, but most Alien games, the Xenos are sponges on harder difficulties. I mean, they have harder difficulties for sure, but yeah, just like it just doesn't feel good having to dump half a mag. And remember, the magazines in the Aliens universe, at least for those guns, it's 99 rounds or 95 rounds. So just the concept you have to dump half a mag per xenomorph, it's really not accurate to the lore, I guess you could say. I mean, you don't have to be a stickler. They probably did that because they wanted to balance difficulty versus I don't know, difficulty of the gunplay versus the xenomorphs, but they could have done it a different way. Like I said before, and this is just in my opinion, making enemies bullet sponges or severely nerfing weapons to create basically additional difficulty is lazy game development. There are so many better ways that you can increase difficulty without having to make things stupid. That's pretty much the #1 reason why I couldn't play the Division series, is because it was supposed to be set in like quote unquote a real life New York with real people and all sorts of stuff. But then you'd be fighting other humans who would take like 17 sniper hits to the head to kill them, and it's like that doesn't make sense at all. It's even for a video game that just doesn't make sense. So I couldn't deal with how bullet spongy the regular people were supposed to be. You couldn't kill civilians, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, they made humans, just regular people, way too bullet spongy in that game. Aurora says, I take offense to the underpowered rifle rounds. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit biased because I've shot a lot of guns in my life and I own a lot of guns. To see even a movie prop gun like that be severely underpowered, it's almost infuriating in a way. So Aliens Fireteam Elite, yeah, Colonial Marines on the harder difficulties. Yeah, I mean, you can play those games. Like, this game has an insane difficulty. I'm pretty sure Aliens Fireteam has an insane difficulty that the devs of that game, they weren't even sure that it could be beaten on that difficulty. It's like the guy who invented the Rubik's Cube. He wasn't sure that people would actually be able to solve it, and he's the guy who made it. But someone eventually did. So it's like, if you want that challenge, sure, make it where, yeah, all the guns suck on the harder or the hardest difficulties, but on normal mode, yeah, it just does not feel right. Just doesn't feel right. When it comes to games, never nerf stuff, buff other things. Like, say, people keep using one weapon all the time, then buff the other weapons. Yeah, so again, the really easy answer here would have been just throw more enemies at the player, but don't make them bullet sponges, and don't make the guns intentionally underpowered. That's how you solve the difficulty problem. Aliens Fireteam is a really good example of a game that gets it right, where it's like the enemies are tough, but they're not ridiculously tough, depending on what level that you're playing at. But you play on normal difficulty. I mean, yeah, you still have to shoot the aliens a good bit before they drop, but you're not dumping half a magazine per alien. Of course, in that game, they will throw literally 20, 30 xenomorphs at you at a time. Just kind of like how it was in the movie, to some degree. If some crappy revolver will put it down, a rifle round with an explosive tip damn well should. I know, they said it was a 357. The pistol in this game was a 357, which is, a pretty hard-hitting round as well. But compare that to a 10mm round with an explosive tip, or explosive round period. It's like there's just no contest. You have handgun rounds and then you have rifle rounds. Rifle rounds very typically have much higher FPS. And again, it's like Cap. It's a video game. Stop trying to base, real life statistics or, metrics and logic to it. It's just a video game. But even by that standard, it just doesn't feel good. So, let's see. Johnny Appleseed says, much as I love Alien Isolation, which is still the best Alien game, the Xenos are sponges, can't die from a point-blank range shotgun when they have been shown to die from a shotgun. Yeah, that game, as far as, I guess you could say, the aliens are concerned, as far as how tough they are, that they did that perfectly, I think. See, on a Warriors or a drone, I don't know what difficulty you're playing at, Johnny Appleseed, but I've played through that game about 3 or 4 times. And I've played on normal and like the next harder tier, but if you're like, I only play on insane difficulty because I want it to be hard, then that's all you, man. And I will say that congrats if you were able to get through insane difficulty. But balancing for Aliens Fireteam feels okay, whereas it feels, the gunplay, I mean, for balancing feels good in that game. And again, in Alien Isolation, they only give you one pistol and it's not effective against the xenomorph, and that's fine. It's just the way it was implemented. It feels good in Alien Isolation. It feels good in Aliens Fireteam Elite. It does not feel good in this game. So, and that's fine. All it would take was just some balancing, some kind of revisiting the damage values, I guess you could say. But yeah, like I said, it's in Alien Isolation, you effectively can't really kill, you know, the alien that's chasing you, and they do that intentionally. That doesn't feel bad under the premise of the game. But for a game where it's like you've got a pulse rifle and you're like, bam, all right, got one of them, let's on to the next one. You know, it just doesn't feel good. That's okay. That's okay. It's I mean, like I said, we played through it as is. I did try to install a mod. The mod didn't work, but yeah, just doesn't feel good. All right. Yeah. Like I said, yeah. Alien Isolation does it well. Aliens Fireteam Elite does it well. Dark Descent does it well. And yeah, I couldn't imagine if they tried to nerf the pulse rifles in Aliens Dark Descent as bad as they did in this game. It's like that game would be unplayable. God, because they send a lot of xenomorphs after you. So yeah. Let's see. Cyberpunk 2077 2 also makes the enemies normal unless they are very high level, and you could do a one-hit headshot and kill them. Yeah, I was playing some zombie game, which we're about to check out another zombie game here in a moment, where it took at least 2 or 3 headshots to kill one zombie, and it's like, how does that work? Yeah, you don't always have to obey existing lore or, you know, just common concepts, but still, it also feels a little bit weird. I wish we could get a new AVP game or a remake of AVP 2 from 2001. I don't know. I guess you could say we're about due. The last real AVP launch for PC was in 2010, so that was 15 years ago. You like that, Morpheus? Error says, I take offense against any game where a point-blank headshot doesn't kill a medium-sized human or monster. Large or armored enemies fine, but it shouldn't need a tank round to the face to kill. And like I said, it's all about balancing and not just being lazy as a dev, where it's like, yeah, you make the guns terrible or the enemies bullet sponges to increase difficulty. That never feels good. Just never feels good. Digistan says, I love my M2 10mm MNP. Yeah, I've always wanted to get something in 10mm, but what do I have? Like right now, I've got like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I've never shot 10 mil, but I've always wanted to try. I have a few 9mm. I've got what is it? I've got 2 9mm pistols, a Glock, and got something else, PSA, and I've got 2 AR9s. Yeah, you know, you probably heard of AR-15s. AR9s, it looks like an AR-15, but it's 9mm. They call that an AR-9 instead. I've got 2 of those. So, 357 Magnum is basically 9mm long and almost an intermediate rifle round. I gotcha. Yeah, still, to think that the actual rifle in the game couldn't do what the handgun could do in the game, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Long barrel? Oh, a long barrel, Half Nesson, can I see your long barrel? All right, so chat, we're gonna switch over to a different game, called Vane? I think it was called Vane Steam? Let's see. So this is a new game. This is something that was just suggested to me earlier today.
I am the ultimate badass. State of the badass art.
Ooh, Captain Leo, thank you for 112 months. That's a heckin' long amount of time. Whenever I see that idea, like the plus 100 plus month 100 month plus subs, it's still very interesting to me. Yeah. Yeah, the XCOM school of missing shots at point-blank range. I know, and of course, sometimes you flinch. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've done a lot of shooting in my life, and just to kind of gauge how game developers treat gunplay in a video game versus the real life counterparts or even fictional guns. It's just I'd like to think that no one has a perfect opinion, but I think I'd have at least a somewhat educated opinion on the subject, given that I've shot a large amount of guns in my life. So it's I don't know. I guess that's just my take. But yeah, when you have a gun in the game that just doesn't feel good, and it's like you could see where there's room for improvement. And again, it's not a one-for-one comparison, but still, like Borderlands is an interesting game because you can have literally billions of different kinds of guns because it's all randomized. You get a gun that feels terrible, but you just get rid of it. You get rid of it and you get something else that works better. And I really like that. So, and I guess you can't really complain. It's like if your gun is crappy, then go get a different one. Go buy one or go do a boss fight a second time, third time, because you can repeat the boss fights until you get that better gun. Isn't Vane an MMO or a mixing games? I don't know. This is actually not out yet. We're gonna play the demo right now. Physic, hey, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for that. Yeah, so, I don't know. It's okay. So hopefully, maybe for part 2, they'll address that. I'm guessing that they won't, but maybe by the time part 2 rolls out, that mod that kind of fixes the pulse rifle damage will come out and be a little better. So, alrighty, well, yeah, let's do this. Let's switch categories. I'm not sure if this game even has a category on Twitch. Borderlands 4 is getting a huge character reworking middle of this month patch. Yeah, they've been on fire. Borderlands 4, despite some some of the turbulent stuff about the game choppiness, the game ran very well for me. So it's a shame that some people it wasn't running well for them, but it actually ran very well for me. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna jump out of that category. This is called Vane. Oh, they actually do have a category on Twitch. That's good. All right, so we'll change the title also. Boop, boop. All right, so let's do this. Okay, checking out Vane. Let's see, checking out the Vane demo. All right, so this is supposed to be a kind of a new zombie survival game. Kind of interested in seeing this. And then, like, after this, we'll check out a demo for a game called Menace. And then at some point, I do actually want to keep playing Baby Steps. I was having too much fun playing that game. Let's see, Vane. There's that. And we'll type in zombie and survival. There we go. Just keywords on Twitch. Okay, and talking about games having Vane in their name, I'm waiting for Code Vein 2, which is coming out in January. Okay, gotcha. By the way, Kingmakers comes out in like 5 or 6 days. That's like basically the Army of Darkness movie where a guy goes back in time to fight in medieval battles, but with machine guns and stuff. It's gonna be awesome. Now that game, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do that, because it's literally where someone can go back in time with modern weaponry, like motorcycles. They have cars, motorcycles, but you can go back in with like machine guns, grenade launchers, bazookas, missile launchers, and stuff. So it's going to be interesting how the gunplay feels in that compared to people shooting people in just armor. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, I got to finish the Dune DLC. I know, it's just there's a lot, absolutely a lot. Drax says Vane is actually really good. Those devs keep releasing updates regularly. Okay, so this is just a demo, so we'll have to be kind here if we run into any issues. But this is just a demo. So let's pull that up now. Bum 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 bum. You have to forgive me. I didn't have time to set up any of the settings and stuff. But let's do this now. All right, this is Vane, new zombie survival game. I got Kingmakers on my wish list, been waiting for the release. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be fun. It's basically of Army of Darkness, the video game. If you've seen that, think of what was it? What was it? God, why am I blanking so hard? The Bruce Campbell movie series, the dead things. God, why am I blanking so hard on the name of those movies? Evil Dead. Yeah, I was thinking Dead Balls or something. Yeah, there's Evil Dead 1, and then there was Evil Dead 2, which is actually kind of a remake of Evil Dead 1, because it was Sam Raimi, if I remember correctly. The reason why Evil Dead 2 feels just basically almost exactly like Evil Dead 1 is because he wanted to remake the movie with a bigger budget. So, there's that. Okay, but anyways, but it is technically a sequel, but it's effectively a remake of Evil Dead 1. And then Army of Darkness, I guess it was supposed to there's a whole story behind it where they chose to not call it Evil Dead 3. God, I'm trying to remember why that was. I guess they didn't want to confuse people with the fact that it was the third movie in that series. But yeah, it ended up being called Army of Darkness, but it's basically Evil Dead 3. Yeah. Tell you what, let's do this. Why don't we watch the let's watch the Kingmakers trailer, because I think that's gonna be co-op too, isn't it, Jay Grind? Let's see.
Good, ready, man. Check it out.
I just found a setting that lets me turn off my first badge, get wrecked everyone who can't get one. I haven't turned it off. Why would you want to turn...
I just found a setting that lets me turn off my first badge. Get rad wrecked everyone who can't get one. I have it and turned it off.
Oh, why? What do you? Oh, you don't. Oh, I mean, the 100 badge is also pretty cool, but. All right, so chat. Here it is. Here is the trailer for Kingmakers. This is the announcement trailer. So this is a game where apparently you can time travel and you get to fight in medieval battles, but while everyone is using swords and axes and shields and stuff, you get to use machine guns and rocket launchers. Here we go.
We don't know where he came from, but I'll tell you, he built our village into a city. He's the one who trained our army, who grew us into an empire. I don't know where he's from, but if you think you can stop him, you're already dead.
Not the horse.
He gave our people a future. I hope he can save his own.
Well, there you go. So again, that's basically Evil Dead 3, or I'm sorry, Army of Darkness, the video game, because that is literally the premise of Army of Darkness. That he goes back in time and he has to like help this army against the armies of the undead. What do they call them? Like deadoids or something like, or dead something? Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see for sure. Spooky says checking out the Vane demo. Yeah, we will be here in just a sec. Oh, in fact, I might need to stop the YouTube stream and then restart it, so that way it creates a new video. You should play the second video on the store page. Oh, you guys want me to? Hold on, let's take a look here. Official trailer. Oh, Deadites. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what it was. The Deadites. All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Okay, first things first, let me, all right, thank you for watching this VOD over on the YouTube side. We're just gonna stop the VOD, or the stream over there, Spooky. I will be right back.